the Infinity rule set, and they have just made it so that everybody can jump in here and get it. So I just want to say, first of all, a big thank you to Corvus Belli for sending me this, and we are going to have a look inside and looking how everything is looking and stuff like that. So first of all, thank you, a big thank you. We get a little sticker here as well for the Arstea game, and yeah, I'm probably going to pick that game up. Anyways, we also have a exclusive miniature from Infinity, Octavia Grimsdottir, and I think we should open it here directly on air and just look on it inside and just see how the parts and everything is looking. But just looking here, look how crisp the miniatures are. I'm having a lot of fun painting the Yu Ying from the Karlstrom edition, and I'm definitely going to feel them and trying to play N4 in a couple of days, hopefully. So yeah, I just painted up my end of the bargain, of course, and I have painted the Pano Sienna for my friend. So yeah, and I definitely also have painted a Ninja who we can also have in our regiment. I have made myself this what you call it, snow effects on the bases, and I'm in the process of doing the same for the Ninja. Anyways, we're not here for that. We are here for the rulebook. But let me just see if I can get everything working, and if anybody has any comments. This is live, so we are going to just try to do answering them as good as we can as we go. Anyways, let's see. There we go. Hey, we have Void Captain Bazooka in the chat. Hello, friendly friends. How are you? We are now going to dive into the Infinity. I have just skimmed through the rule books, so I have no deep knowledge of anything. I've never played Infinity. I have been painting Infinity miniatures for, I don't know, 5 years. Not a big collection, but here and there some Infinity miniatures, because they're just fun to paint and look stunning. And now I want to dive myself into the game and try to pick it up, because they say it is easier now than ever before, so I'm looking forward to that. So anyways, please hit the like, subscribe and everything like that. Share this link, and by saying that, I'm also going to link up I definitely should have done this before I go live, but you know, we do this as we go. So there we go. I think we put it there. I put it here, and we are going to go. Come on, do your thing. And we are going to go from there. Anyways, let's just get this over, and we can go deep dive into the rule set as good as we can. Like so. I think we have everything set up as we can. All right. So what are you getting? You are getting this cover for the books. You can see here. It's heavy. It's, I don't know, 1 kilo maybe. It's 2 books, and you can see here is the core book and the rule book. So the core book is stories for every chapter, or army, or what you want to call it. So we are going to flick through it a little bit just to see what's inside it. And just let's stop a little bit and see on the art here. It's very nice. Really cool art. I just love it. Infinity art is just amazing. I love this mix of cyberpunky anime. Yeah, it's gritty, but it's cool and it's colorful. It's nice. And the books, the quality of the books, how it's the binding of the book, if you can see here, it feels very good. It feels like very good quality paper, very good. It smells very nice. It smells like they have put a lot of ink into it, a lot of care and a lot of attention, it feels like. So this is what meets you. You have this one. I really like to have this in a book, because when you're reading, you can just put it in there, and you have a system for when you're picking it up again. You don't have to make these bunny ears or what you call it. Look at this art. So I'm not going to go page by page and look at everything, but I think you should just let's put up the page of. So they are in sections, and Yu Ying are like my faction right now. So let's look at them a little bit and just see how they present the army. And it reads kind of like an interception. So you get this like forbidden knowledge coming in here, kind of. And it reads like the story of the Yu Ying and what they are about. So they are like the combined army of everything Asian, and it's you know, it's a party that's like trying to reinvent itself, but it has to get rid of like the old ways and trying to reinvent itself. And it's very, I haven't read too much, but the story, it's kind of cool, pronounced Yu Xing. It says so, Yu Xing. Xing? So and this comes up in the book on many occasions. Let's see. So they are also Yu Ying, I would say, but Yu Xing is the way you want to pronounce it. Anyways, so the figure of Mao and his ideals, already bruised by the Cultural Revolution, has increasingly adored by generations rise in the reaction of dogmas. No emperor, no gods, no Maoism, no Taoism, no Buddhism, nothing that would define the Chinese identity since ancient times. So the new Cultural Revolution has in order one of that would reverse the effects of the first. So they're kind of trying to find the Chinese pride. So you have like factions from Korea and from Japan and stuff like that. It's very nice. It's so it's set 180 years in the future. So N3 was in the year like 175 years in the future. So you have 5 years of like story that is jumped forward in this one. And so it's a cool way to just, okay, this is why the rules are a little different and how we play the game and stuff like that. Just checking if anybody says something in the comments. Nothing? Okay. So moving on. So any questions, just ask them and I will try to get into this. So the fluff here, it is a good amount of pages. And I like this, how they mix art with actual painted miniatures and flavor text. So all this is just to get you in the mindset and how maybe the army is thinking, how your units are thinking, and it's cool. It's very cool. But I'm not going to go deep in the lore because I haven't read everything. I just skimmed through it. I opened this 3-4 hours ago and was trying to get my kids to eat and go to bed. So between all that, I was kind of reading this. But wow, I'm just really impressed. It's this is how cool. Look how cool this miniature here is painted, and this is how I can paint mine. So and I have to say I use almost like 80% contrast paint, and I have to say the miniatures just pick up details very good. The detail on the metal of the miniatures are just very great. So yeah, I'm super happy with the miniatures. Anyways, I love painting miniatures and miniatures. Like, yeah, Corvus Belli, they are amazing. So I'm seeing here they are actually painting. Anyways, let's not go into all that. The fluff, you can see it's a lot of pages here with the different, because you have sub factions in your kind of faction, and you can't pick and choose to like if you want to have one unit, you can just have that group, and then you can differentiate them, but you can't have them in the same group because they are not ideology or technology or something like that. They can't work together. It's kind of, so you have this like deep inside army faction. You have like layers. I'm trying to decipher everything and probably making it more complicated when I'm trying to talk now about it than it actually is. But it's very cool, and it's very cool. Like you have tiger soldiers, you have Hundun ambush units, you have, yeah, you can see here is Yujak Korean shock regiment, and so on and so on. It's just very cool. Look at this, Blue Wolf Mongol cavalry. I'm probably going to buy that just because the miniature is so cool. Look at this. Are there any dwarves? Void Captain Bazooka asks. That's a good question. They have like androids, like small androids that you can run. You have hackers that run those. You can run drones, stuff like that. You have kind of vampires in here. You have werewolf, werebears. You have alien factions. So mainly they are human factions that are like Hakik-Slam, Panoshunena, Yu Yang, Yu Cheng. Wow, I can't pronounce my own faction. I'm sorry, I'm butchering it, but and you can see it's going on and on and on. And then we go on to this faction here is Ariadna. They are the 80s. Just think about the 80s, how the army looks like then. And something gone wrong, and they just skip time, and all of a sudden this 80s kind of cosmonauts are out there, but are Americans and are English and are Italians and but they are like having old armor, old equipment. Some of them are becoming werebears, werewolves, and some like running bikes, and they have just old tech. It's very cool. So that if you like werewolves and like the 80s, this is the faction for you. Is there any dwarves there? No, but I think there are Scottish people here, so they are probably having some kilts here and there. Let's look. Let's just go a little fast on it. But there's so many cool stuff here. But many of the factions, almost everything here is human factions that but have some different abilities here. But dwarves, I don't know. Then you have nomads. They have their own ideology. Here you have the pandas. The panda. This is close to dwarves, isn't it? Cute little pandas, maybe angry pandas that they can drive with their hacking abilities. But if you are having like androids and stuff like that, my hacker can hack your stuff and turn them against you. Look at this one. So I haven't read too much about read too much about the nomads to know too much about them, but hey, they are looking so cool. That's the one thing I want to say about Infinity and Corvus Belli. They're making so much fun and nice looking miniatures. It kind of like you feel like I gotta collect them all kind of vibe. But I'm going to try to stick to my Yu Ying and till I have like collect all that army before I go into. Then you have Hakik-Slam. They are more about philosophy, helping each other, like expanding their knowledge into stuff, and it's a really cool faction. It's not like evil Islam. It's like very nice Islam, like how you how you want them to be, sort of. But of course they are going to protect themselves and shoot you down because you're bad. You're a bad person or something. I don't know. But anyways, it's very interesting how they have kind of reimagined, but not really, because anyway, it's politics. But Hakik-Slam is very. I like the spin they have on this faction. It feels like, for me personally, there are more very much intriguing stuff here in the way they want to help people, evolve people, like knowledge based. It's so cool. I think they are all about culture and stuff like that. let's see. Let's. I'm just going to flicker through, and the art, the painted miniatures. Ah, look at this biker babe. It's so cool. Let's see what Mr. Void Captain says. Scottish people are short, look like Ronnie Corbett. All right. Anyways, let's go. Combined army. Okay, look at this. Ah, this is cool. This is freaking awesome. So cool. So, I don't know anything about combined army. And you have a little synapse here that describes them. I'm just going to go not read it and just go through the book a little faster now. This is just to give you a little flavor on what to come and what you can see. 12 is kind of the police, and the miniatures here are just so cool. They're so cool. I love the miniatures here. They're just fantastic. So they are the law. They come in and just say no. And they have a lot of cool miniatures. There's a specific one I really like. Let's see if I can find it. There you go. There it is. It's so cool. Anyways, yeah. Look, it's just fabulous. So yeah, that's the only problem though. They have so much nice and really cool miniatures and art, and it just gives you. Like you want it all. NA2, so this is another faction, and NA2 is this is more as a mercenary faction, which you can actually buy into your other like armies. So you can see here, here is the ninja. He has a sword there, but you can get your ninjas in and buy them for some dollars or what credits or what you want to call it. I can't remember what is exactly called here in this world. But the world building, this is my point though. The world building in Infinity Corvus Belli is it's getting there. It's getting very deep inside. This is looking like a dwarf, but he's a big guy. But oh yeah, look at that. That is a very nice round fine robot. Cool art. I like it. Look at all. Look. Anyways, yeah, okay. So would you like to know more? So here is more about the philosophy and stuff. Yes, as I said, I haven't read everything, but here we have like if you want to get into the lore, into the world building of Infinity, this is it. And it's very nice that they have put this book like in a separate session, so you can just have this book, you know, on places like when you're reading before you go to bed. You can look at some lovely nomads and just dream of this world. It's very it's so cool. I like I like the concepts. It's going to be very difficult to freehand stuff like that on a miniature, but it's just yeah man. All right, so let's check out if there are any comments. I have let's see. So this is the rulebook. So here I have read the 25 first pages, and just reading those 25 pages, I feel like I do understand how the game are run. I still am curious about some like what more can I play, how can I play it and stuff like that. But I feel like they do a very good job enabling you with how to play the game. So they have an introductory game that goes step by step how you are setting up your game and stuff like that. Look at this, just yeah. And just how you read and everything. And there are some very cool mechanics here. So remember, I haven't played anything about this, and I haven't read too much about it. So I can go wrong on some of the things. But there's always, it's a philosophy here. It's my turn to play, and I play all my stuff. But you also have a say in my game. So if I'm trying to run this miniature, like up in here, at the same time, these two are seeing this person coming. You have the ability. They have calling it arrow. So this I'm going to try to find what it's actually called. So you have this opportunity to react to what's coming. So both of these losing one dice when shooting, but they have this Overwatch mechanic inside here. So at the same time you are coming out of cover and they can see you, the opponent has a opportunity to choose to shoot the person coming, and that's very cool. And when you are running from cover to cover between the movement phase, you can any part of the movement phase you can say I'm shooting here, and then you are moving there. So you have like it feels very cinematic, and I don't know in a good way to like convey and tell you about this, but I'm trying as good as I can. But it feels very cool. It feels very action movie like, and that's just reading how the mechanics are working. It's very cool. They're using a D20 dice. Let's see if we can find. So here is a little. You get. Okay, I'm not going to go too deep inside this, but the overall feeling about this is it's very deep, but a lot of it is very intuitive. It's how you want a game actually to play, and I am very eager to try to play this game. It's how the rules are setting up and how they are like drawing you into attention to detail on what you can and cannot do. So it's very cool. So here, even if it's declared one after the other, both skills are single order are performed simultaneously. For example, you declare move plus a ballistic skill attack, a short skill that troopers use to fire their weapons. You can make the ballistic skill attack at any point during the declared movement route, and not necessarily at the end of that route. So you can run from one solid cover, a wall, and another solid cover, and between those two covers, you can actually shoot. That rule alone is just very cool. And every trooper you have generates regular order, and that regular order you can spend on one miniature. So you can, and that miniature can use an entire order skill, which is a short movement skill and then a short movement skill, or short movement skill and a short skill. A short skill can be shooting. So you can run, and then shoot, and you can like go all over the place by using all your activation orders on one person if you want to. Of course, every time you pop your head up, the enemy has the opportunity to react to that and have an Overwatch mechanic and shoot at you. so it balances out, I think. It's very they call this Overwatch mechanic arrow, and it's shortened for I can't remember right now, automatic reaction order, and it's very cool. So yeah, I feel like it's very cool, and they kind of have this what you call it, gimmick all at once. They want you to always be engaged. So even if it's my turn and I do my stuff, you have the opportunity to do an arrow, an automatic reaction order. That's what they call it. So and then they're remembering, telling you what you can do, and important what you can do. You have specific sizes for everything. So every miniature has its own value, and it will be a S2. It will then be 40 millimeters up and 25 millimeters across. So this means when you are seeing if you can see the person and have fired at them, you can use these templates and use them to see the other person. And you can download them for free on the Infinity site. Line of fire, they call it, LOF. So I haven't read more than this, but we can look at more at the art and how the setup, how the book is looking. Look at this art, it's so amazing. Hey newbie, what you doing? Traitor. Okay, thank you. Anyways, yeah, I have to, when I have the opportunity to make videos, I do them. So that is why I'm doing it right now. Combat, here we have stuff, and so you can see it's a 360 template. So it's all the ways, not just in a flat 2D landscape. So keep that in mind when you are blowing stuff up or using a flamethrower or something. It's very cool. Let's see. So yeah, I have to say, yeah, I'm doing this live right now, and a good friend of mine, Axe and Axe Tabletop Gaming, are doing a live also right now. I usually try not to go live when friends do live, but lately I have been so late by doing live. And this is sent by me to me by Corvus Belli, and I think I am one of the first one having my hands on the rule set. So I'm going to try to show it off to people, and yeah, it's I have to say, the rule book themselves are a good quality. I'm amazed how good they are. They are on a much better quality than the later rule books from other game systems. I'm not going to name names, but you have seen, I've shown you all rule books from other games, and my feeling, what I feel in my gut right now is this is superior to them, like just how they are book binded. It's just very good quality. The paper is very good. The colors are spot on. As far as I can see right now, the language inside them is in a way that I can understand them. Of course, I can't remember all the specific words they are using, but that's a thing I really like. At a lot of the words they are using have a meaning. So arrow has a specific meaning that you can go back and see and stuff like that. So over time, just reading it and starting to play it. But as you can see, there is a lot of depth into the game, and you don't need to read everything. It's coming while you are playing. But the more you are playing and reading in the book, the more you will understand. So there is a thickness here, and they have promised from N3 to N4 to shape it down a little bit and make it more on point. Me personally, I don't know, but it seems like I don't know if they are more streamlined than N3 and 2 and N1, but it first glance here, first impression here, it's I have a tendency to wonder having a short attention span, but this is firing me up. I really like what I'm reading. It feels very intuitive. It feels very good to sit and read this rulebook. That isn't always the case when I'm reading rulebooks, because rulebooks can look nice and everything like this, but I feel like this is it has a good setup on telling me just how the game is functioning. So we will see though. I will try some games and see how I feel afterwards. Maybe I have a different opinion then, but my opinion right now is that it's a good. I really like it. So have you a glossary, so you know everything has a meaning, every word has a meaning. So BS attack, the use of this special skill or piece of equipment is a form of BS attack. So it's just telling you exactly what it is, telling you everything, what you are about to, like what is a hostile. A game element with this own attributes that doesn't belong to the army list on any of the players. Is considered an enemy by all the players and is able to declare and receive attacks. So okay, that is a cool word. So when you are playing, maybe you have a hostile on the table, and this explains it can shoot everybody and it's an enemy of everybody. And yeah, that's that. So it has a meaning. Everything here has a meaning. Hackable has a meaning. So if you are hackable, you can a trooper, peripheral, weapon, or piece of equipment with the hackable characteristics can be targeted by both allies and enemies using certain hacking programs. So if you have the ability using hacking program, you can hack that because it's hackable. It has a meaning. It's beautiful. I really like that. I really like this. And it's going over what foxhole state are, engaged state is. Look at this. It's a deep rule set, but it has rules and descriptions for everything. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out everything and see how that is. And here you have the weapon chart and what they are shooting and what they are interacting with and stuff like that. Very nice. So here you have description for range, what you are losing and how far they can shoot and stuff like this. It's a little bit math in here, so you can, if they are close to a thing, most of the weapons will have +3 on the dice. Some will have 0. Some will actually shoot like very bad, like heavy rocket launcher will have bad dice if you are 8" or closer. Makes sense. And here you can see a sniper in the range of 16 to 96 inch. It will have +3 when you are shooting, giving you a better shooting ability. It's everything here. Everything is here. So it's my first impression of this rulebook is a very clean, a very nice written. I feel like I am able, just by reading and using 1 hour or something like that on this book, I'm able to put up a game and try it out. And yeah, I'm excited. And okay, for the last session, as promised, if you're ordering the rule set right now, I think you have the ability to get this N4 exclusive miniature. So this is like a treat if you are fast ordering the rule book right now. You get this, and it's probably going to be as long as the supply lasts. So this is Octavia Grimsdottir. She has an icebreaker harpooner, it's called, and she is I think she is a mercenary. I think she can be used in any army. So we are going to look at the detail of it. David Moffat, Dicey is the best. No, you are 100%. Aren't you doing your show? So let's get it up, like she said. So we have a sponge. We have quality control. So if you have some issues, you can refer back to this with this number. I think it's how it works. But anyways, enough about that. Let's see how this miniature is looking. So let's look at Octavia Grimsdotter. So let's get it as close as we can. And I have to say, when it comes to metal miniatures, the Corvus Belli just nails it. You know, just look at this. The rumpa is very nice. Rumpestumpen, yes. But just look at the face. It's very, very nice, detailed. And she has like a backpack and like a bag. And she has this big ass weapon. Let's see, it should be just slotting in here. Okay, it slots in very nice, and she has this little axe that slots in here like so. Okay, this I need to clean up a little bit. They are using, you can see a lot of extra metal is used. It's just to give the miniature the metal it needs to be sculpted 100%. I have never seen a miniature from Corvus Belli like bad with less detail than it should be. So there are little cleanups here, but I can feel it just snaps right in. You just a little super glue, you're good to go. Look at this pose here. It's very nice. I love it. This is next level metal stuff. They just do I have words for this? No. So we had a discussion on like a chat if we should be pre-painting it before we glue stuff together, and I really just want to glue stuff together and then paint it. Maybe with this miniature I'm just going to go the other way around and clean everything, paint it, and then glue the stuff together. So, you know, every rule can be broken if you feel like that's the way to go. And for this one, I just feel it maybe it deserves a little bit more attention. So yeah, she has a gun holster here. It's a big gun. There's so much detail coming in here. I need to just have a moment here to see everything and soak everything up. I like this axe, it's cool. So this looks like I don't know, it's a mixture between like an ice hack you use when you're climbing, but also like a meat axe. So I actually don't know the rules for her. Every rule you can have, I think there are is like an app out there for like making your army, and then you get everything you need to like points and everything. All right, so yeah, what do you think about the miniature? Let's see. Dave Dodge says Mofed is the best. Yeah, I agree. Looks like those excellent minis done in Spain. Sure are. Sure are, Dave Dodge. Don't know why they're using metal though. It's so expensive. But it is a quality thing. I really like when you're holding a miniature, a metal miniature. It has its own quality feel. It feels like you're holding an exclusive thing, more precious thing than when you're lifting just a plastic. In my opinion, there are like very good pros and cons for metal miniatures, but they are nailing when it comes to scopes and how they are making the metal miniatures. They are nailing it. It's 100% perfect. So I don't know why they want to go resin or plastic. I know they use some kind of plastic for their Arestia, so they maybe are going to go with some plastic for Infinity. I don't know. I have no clue. So yeah, the bases have forward facing. So you have this what you call it, 125 degree look. You don't have a full circle, you have a half circle. So you have to position your mini in a way so it looks forward. Oh, we can have it that way, but the forward is that way, so you don't want to, yeah, anyways. I digress. But yeah, I really like the new way they are making their bases. This was, before they had just this circle. On the old Infinity miniatures I painted some Ariadna, and they didn't have this kind of base. So it's a newish kind of feature. I'm debating what colors I'm going to put on them. I think maybe I'm just going to go with a toxic green color. Metal is for boomers, says Dave Dodge. Yeah, haven't you noticed? I am a boomer. So, anyways, yeah. Thank you all for a thumbs up and a thumbs down. That's a new one. That's cool. And I don't know if are there any more questions for the Infinity N4. I'm going to do a painting on this one. It's coming up in the channel. I'm going to try to get some games in. We are going to try to play Operation Coldstrom. Like that's more of it's a easier version of Infinity, and Infinity N4 is like the big daddy game. So I'm very curious how different they are and how similar they are. So it's a new world, and I'm going to try to read the rules, and maybe we're going to have a live feed where we are reading more of the rules and have a discussion. So if you are thinking about playing N4 or have been playing Infinity in the past, yeah, please comment and just let's have a conversation about it. And I'm going to try to teach myself, and maybe I'm going to teach you guys how to play, and girls, and everything between. So yeah, we just have to, before we go, we have to just admire this miniature. It's very nice. It's so rounded and good. It's very good. Anyways, yeah, I think the chat has no questions, so I think we with that are going to end this stream. I'm very thankful for everybody that joined the live session, and for everybody, yeah, afterwards, comments down below. And as we go, thank you all for watching. Bye now. See you in the next one. That's a wrap. Rappity the rap. And how do we stop this madness?